Hello, campers and RVers. Tonight I'm going to talk about the things that kind of drive me crazy about RV parks. I guess I should clarify that and say the campers at RV parks. The first thing is people that pull into an RV park that do not know how to back up their RV. And I've talked about this before in previous videos. That should be the number one thing that you learn how to do before you get on the road, is learn how to drive your RV and learn how to back it up. As I've stated in earlier videos, go to your local Kmart or your Sears or your Montgomery Wards or any of these places. They're all out of business. You've got empty parking lots. You can learn how to back up your RV into those parking spots until you have the confidence to be out there driving on the open roads. It's not good to be driving an RV if you do not know how to back it up. You get in a lot of situations where you need to back it up. So that's the first thing that drives me crazy. Or when the husband and wife start arguing, fighting on how to back up an RV or where they want it parked, or they pull out walkie-talkies. All of that is not necessary if you learn how to drive your RV. That should be the basic thing you should do when you pick up your RV, is go somewhere close to where you pick up your RV, learn how to drive it. Doesn't take that long. It's completely different than backing up a regular vehicle. I get it. But that's something that everybody should learn how to do, and it's the safety for you and everybody else on the road. The second thing that drives me crazy is people that buy these very expensive RVs and then they don't use them. And I mean use them when they go RVing. They actually drive the RV someplace and they don't use the bathrooms, for example. They don't use the showers, they don't use the toilets, they don't use the sink. And I just find that it baffles me why people would spend this kind of money and then they don't use the bathrooms. I'm not sure why. It's not difficult to change out the tanks or empty the tanks, but they do not use the bathrooms. And you see them run into the RV, the campground bathrooms, and I find it just very, very strange that you would spend that amount of money and then not use the facilities that come with your RV, or they don't cook in the RV. So that's another one that drives me crazy, and I just don't understand why. The other is when you pull into an RV, or see others that pull into an RV campground, and they get all set up and they set up their chairs and all of that, and usually it's a husband and wife or something situation, and the first thing they do is they pull out their computers or they set up their TV satellite and go in and don't enjoy the outdoors. And I guess that's how they enjoy the outdoors, is they enjoy being on their computer. But it's like, oh my gosh, you spent all this money to go RVing and you're staying inside watching TV or being on your computers. And I've actually walked up to people at beautiful RV parks and said, you know, I'm just baffled why you guys pulled in here and spent this money and you're on your computers as soon as you pull in here. And they usually respond, oh yeah, you're right. We just like to be on our computers and this and that and the other. It's like, I'm not sure why they spend the money to do that, but that just drives me crazy, because you'll see beautiful sunsets, sunrises, and people are spending time watching TV and on their computers. The other thing that drives me crazy, or I guess number 4 that drives me crazy, is people that go RVing and do not keep their dogs on a leash. That really drives me crazy. There's a reason why they have these rules at these RV parks, is because they do not want other dogs getting injured or hurt. And you may think you have a very friendly dog, but not all dogs are friendly out there. And you know, you'll see the dogs running up to your dog and your dog is leashed and they say, oh, my dog is really friendly. It's okay. It's okay. It's like, Yeah, but you don't know how my dog is going to react to your dog not being leashed. So that drives me crazy. And then a lot of times you'll wake up in the morning and there's all kinds of dog uh, feces out there because people are letting their dogs run around and they're not cleaning up after their dog. And that really does not make me happy out there. That really drives me crazy about other campers out there, that they would allow their dogs to do it. But you find it just in just about every campground you go to. The last thing I have is that when people knock at your RV door, I guess you could call it unexpected guests or uninvited guests, or just people knocking at your door asking you questions thinking that you're the camp host. Not sure why I look like a camp host, but people do it. They knock at the door and want to ask you the password for the internet, or how to get on the TV. I'm thinking, you're RVing, you're here to see the outdoors. Why do you worry about the internet? Just enjoy the outdoors. But those are things that drive me crazy about being at RV campsites, because of dealing with other campers. And it just drives me crazy. And I hate to complain, because that's not my intent tonight, to complain about things about other people, but I just thought I'd put that out there in case you're one of those people that are doing these things, that it gets annoying to others. But I hope this was helpful information to you, and hopefully you're not doing these things that I just described. But those are my observations as being an RVer that drive me crazy, and thanks so much for watching.